homes.usi.ie. Over the next roughly 10 minutes, I'll show how to quickly, easily and effectively put your property up online so that students can find a home for study. So the first thing that we see on the website is the menu options that allow us to find out more information about the site, to get advice about the properties if we're planning to list them or if we're a student looking for accommodation. And then over here we have the really important thing for us: sign in and register. We need to create an account before we put our property up online. So let's click on register. I'm going to create a new user account for this demonstration. So this is going to be called brand new user 2019. I need to remember that because that's the username that I'm going to use every time I come onto the website to put up a new property or to remove my property when it gets filled with a student. So my email address for this demonstration is brand new user 2019 at gmail.com. That doesn't exist, so don't bother trying to email me. And then I need to choose a password, and I need to put it in twice, spelt in exactly the same way with the same capital letters and lowercase letters. So I'm going to add that password now. Next, what I should do is read the terms and conditions. And that's a big, longish document, not very long, but you should familiarize yourself with it before you click I agree and then click register. And now the system will register those details with the server and will allow me to log in. Just wait for that. There we go. So I can log in. And so my username, brand new user 2019, and my password. And then if I want to have myself remembered, because I'm going to use this computer to be the computer that I edit my property with all the time, I can click remember me and I can click log on. If at any point in the future you forget your password, you can click on lost your password and the system will send you a nice fresh one. So let's log in. Now, not much has changed, but an important thing has happened. The login register has disappeared from the top right hand corner, and now we have the little icon representing us. Now there are different bits for you to have a look at here. Don't worry about invoices. There won't be one because this is a free service. And what we're going to look at right now is add a new property. So let's click add new property. Now on this page we'll be putting all the information about our property on. But before we do that, there's guidance on pricing. USI is of course interested in getting students affordable accommodation. Some people in the past have tried to put up properties that have been very expensive, and unfortunately we can't accept those on the site because we're trying to target getting students good quality, good value accommodation. So you can read the guidance, but be aware that you'll get a pop-up telling you some information about our guidance on pricing. So let's get rid of that for now. In this page we put all the information about our property. At the top here we have information relating to every box that's below it. So when we have here property title, this will be the headline. This will be the text that displays on the listings page telling students what they can expect from your property. So the property that I have is a single bedroom in an apartment, and I happen to be near UCD. And that's the sort of thing that we want to see there. That lets a student know the basic pieces of information. There's no need to be cryptic. Just put in what actually makes sense as a headline for your property right there. Now underneath that there's a box for description. And in the description we put all the relevant information for the property. We describe the room, the furniture and the property. We put information in about any special features. Is there a study space? Is there a desk? Is there a garden? Is it en suite? We say a little bit about ourselves as the homeowner. Do we have pets? Are there existing tenants? Is this a room with a family, or is it a room living in an apartment with just myself or more people? Underneath that, add a few words about the location. We need to know about shops, transportation. Is there a bus route present? Is there a gym nearby, a library, etc.? And then give information about the cost in here as well. Do you offer different price options? Would you like to offer it for a certain price for 5 days a week, a certain price for 7 days a week? You can put all that information in here. And are bills included? Do you want to charge a deposit? And then the last thing really we want you to put in here is your preferred method of contact. Is that an email for the mobile, or any time of the day or week that you prefer to be phoned or not to be phoned. So we put the information that we absolutely need in this box here. So now, as if by magic, I have all the information that I wanted to share filled in. I'm telling the person that it's a single bedroom, that it's ensuite, has a desk, good broadband Wi-Fi, that the person has full access to the kitchen, living room as well, and that I'm only looking for non-smokers, and I'm only looking for €400 per month with all bills included. And I'd like to offer that for the whole week, so the person can either stay 5 nights a week or 7 nights a week. I give my telephone number and I tell them what time I can be contacted. So then underneath this section, the description and the property title, we have a few other little bits of information we should put in. The property type, in this case, it happens to be a room in an apartment, but you can see there are other options available. And the status that I'm preparing to offer it at is 7 days with weekends. That's obviously less restrictive for students and more sought after. The rent price, as I said earlier, is €400. I don't need to put in the euro symbol because it's put in by the system automatically. And then that is per month, and that's what we put in the after price label. So if you want to put it per week or per 2 months or something like that, you can put it in there. Most people go for per month, but we've provided you with the option. And then you have the opportunity to put a prefix on there. So for instance, starting from or not exceeding. That's entirely up to you. Most people don't use this, but again, we've left it in as an option. So now we get to the piece about property location. This is very simple, but we don't want you to put in your whole address. Just put in the name of the street on which you live and the city that you're in, and Google Maps underneath should do all the rest. So I am on St. Bridget's Church Road, which is right there. And I don't even need to fill in very much more because it's gone and found the address. Once I'm satisfied that the address is the one that it should be on the map, then I can move on because we're happy at that. Now we have the opportunity to put some media, which is photos, up onto the site. So I'm going to go and find my photos that I have for the bedroom that I want to share, and I drag and drop the images on there. Now if I'm using an iPad or I'm using an iPhone, I would click select images. I tap select images, and that would allow me to find the image in my image library. And the same applies to Android tablets as well. So now I have my photo uploaded, I have my location selected, I've told the person a little bit about the property. Now I have an option here to put in more information about the property if I want. And this, some people use this. We've left it in as an option for people. You don't need it, and so you can ignore that safely. Don't worry about ignoring that. But in the property features, you should select the things that actually are available in your property because it'll allow students to find it. I happen to have air conditioning, I have laundry, I am near public transport, and of course there's a fridge. I'm not offering breakfast or lunch, but we are near shops. We do have refuse collection, we have a washer, and I'm not offering dinner. I do have a microwave, I have no pets, I have a satellite TV, I have a Wi-Fi. It is an accessible apartment in my case, and there is a study desk. So once we've clicked all those, that'll allow a student looking specifically for those things to find it. And then the last thing that you need to fill in, just like before, is put in your name and any initials. We recommend simply putting in your first name rather than your first name and surname. Or you could put in your title and your surname. And then add in the email address that you actually use. And then pop in your phone or mobile number because it'll allow students to find you, and in the event that somebody at homes.usi.ie needs to contact you, we'll have an opportunity to contact you on that as well, just to talk to you about your listing. Once all that is done, we simply click Submit Property down here, and it will add the property to the server, and it will be available within minutes for people to find in your area. And that's it. That's the instructional video for homes.usi.ie. I hope you can see that it is an easy, effective, simple and free method of listing your property so that students can find it and you can offer a home for study. In the event that you need any other information or that you need other help with this website, either go back on the video and have another look or contact us on homes.usi.ie. Thank you very much for your time and good luck.